CDC expected to update its guidance on isolating today, and the confusion that the agency generated over that guidance last week on what you should and should not do after you've tested positive, I'm wondering if the president himself thinks that the CDC has been clear on that.
Well, what I can tell you, Caitlin, is that CDC is offering its updated guidance in real time of a fast-moving and changing pandemic environment. And we've seen them change guidance and update guidance on other occasions. They made this recommendation last week based on science. The vast majority of transmission infectiousness occurs in the first 5 days after diagnosis with COVID-19, somewhere in the range of 85 to 90%. If people are asymptomatic, 5 days of strict mask wearing will prevent future transmission. Obviously, they are expected to update that today. I'm not sure if any information has gone out on that at this point in time, so I won't speak to that ahead of them. But they are just continuing to assess every day, every week, what information they can update on based on the science. And sometimes that means changing recommendations, that means adding to recommendations, but that's what happens when you lead with the data and the science and not lead with a clear communications plan.
Well, last week, Director Walensky did say that it wasn't just the science, it was also what people could tolerate. And I don't really think that much has changed in the last week. So I just am wondering if the White House thinks that the CDC is doing its best to offer the clearest guidance possible to people, because it seems like they're generating a lot of confusion when they do offer guidance.
Well, our objective is to provide clarity and help provide clarity on their decisions whenever we can. And so that's why I just listed out why they made the recommendation based on the science on the 5 days, the change to 5 days from 10 days.
On testing and the rule that's going to go into effect next week, where private insurers will reimburse people for the test that they're buying at home, you still have to file a claim for each test. Is that correct?
That's a good question. I don't have the details of exactly how it would work. I would assume some version of filing a claim or filing paperwork, but I can get you more specifics on it.
Has the administration done the math and added up the cost of what it would be to just make these at-home tests either $1, like some other countries have done, or free for everyone?
Well, we've looked at a range of options. I would say that they're free for everyone, they're actually, a lot of countries have done what we're about to do, right? Which is for people who want tests, and they can request them online and get them for free. I don't know of countries, maybe there are some, that have sent them to every person living in their country. This is about making them free and accessible to the people who want them. And we want to do that, and there are some countries who have done that, some who have had to stop doing that because they haven't had enough access to tests to continue programs like that.
Right. Well, we're still waiting on the details for that. I do want to switch subjects just for one more question. Why has the president not nominated an ambassador to Ukraine yet? And does he plan to do so soon?
He absolutely plans to nominate an ambassador to Ukraine. Just like any position, he's always looking to find the right person to nominate to fill the role, an important one.
Has he interviewed people for that position?
I'm not going to get into more details about a personnel process.
Thank you.
Go ahead.